Things down there, so I was like,
I know, I started up here and then it came up.
What's this? That's cute. Okay, so, and also,
Ships.
owner, activity owner.
Yep.
Different staff.
Yeah, milestones.
Estimate length of the project. Estimate the length of
Oh, yeah. So this is the whole project.
and we could potentially scan it in. My biggest problem was wanting to figure out how to get my letterhead so that I can away for us. Sometimes we get a call at the last minute and you clean tomorrow. Virtual and so we have to work on it. Look at the job and you look at the
So this piece here is actually just
everybody's talking the same time. It might be that we have to, there's some more talent that while they're doing maybe content, but we were going to put it into a video, right? So then we have to make sure that we have all our scripts and everything and then do our production on the video to get that going.
Okay.
And then, so there's lots of things that go on at once.
So it starts with you getting the contract. Then you go out.
Right.
And
from the talent pool, we have probably a lot of people that are in a little mix of people. Right?
Okay.
So we go to the people that we have at hand.
Okay.
If we need a skill that we don't have,
right,
then we just kind of network because we've been around a lot.
Okay.
That we try to find somebody that.
Okay, let's wrap it up in about 30 seconds.
even for contract.
Any questions? I'm happy to come over.
Schedule. And we said schedule creative time / that may be a possibility like right now because the thing is we're just getting into the contract side of things, so that's going to be a whole other area for us to get additional resources. But right now there are so many candidates available.
Sure.
That that's definitely not a big point.
but that's that is
Client.
yeah, but that is
Okay, let's wrap it up, you guys. So.
This is Kathy Benson now.
Okay, you guys. So let's get to the next piece of this. All right. So, how did you guys do? Was it your business is basically 4 steps and that's it? Or is it possible that there are dozens of processes and steps within your business? How many of you think there are dozens of them within your company? Right. And even the very top, the process of cold calling is a process. Do you have a good script that's put together? That, do you have a good targeted list of companies? When you have a script and you're doing cold calling to companies, do you have a real process that you can go through? I've even seen scripts where they are a flow chart. Where the customer is contacted and they say no, then you go over here and they say maybe, you go over here and they say yes, they go over here and then you say, can I take it, when would you like that delivered, or can I quote you on anything? So even that conversation that you have in the very beginning with a customer can be a flow chart to follow. So flow charts are very powerful. Normally when I see a business flow map, there are 100 or so different squares and boxes and lines and things going on. And this thing usually is 6 to 8 feet long and 3 feet deep, and it needs to be really looked at. But the more detail you can get, what you'll start to look at your business and say, this is really operationally what my company is doing. These are the processes and the people that need to be doing these jobs. And the reason why this is important is because operations or processes and people represent about 70 to 80 cents on every dollar within your company. So it is by improving these things that can have a significant impact. So let me ask some questions. So what types of costs are associated with completing each step? What types of costs do you have to do something? Time costs, okay, good. Labor costs?
Overhead.
Overhead costs? Any other good ideas? Material costs? Great. So the point is that there are costs associated with doing each step of your business. Okay. Can a mistake upstream, somewhere in your process, in your flow, cause problems further downstream? Okay. So if somebody checks the wrong box on the sale order, and you ship out purple versus yellow, and you got to that's a problem. That's an example of something that happened downstream in the company because something happened further upstream in the business, in the process map. Okay. Could processes be streamlined, and maybe that might stimulate profitability and growth? What do you think? Are these things within your control? Are they dependent on what the economy is doing or what the insurance companies are doing or what your competition is doing? It has nothing to do with it. And if you're not doing these things and your competitors are, they're going to be a step ahead of you. They're going to be doing things better. It's the idea here is in the process map is how do we make it better, faster, cheaper? That's the concept. And this is to give you the idea to go back to the office and really break it down and do it properly. Take some time, not just one person doing it, but get a team together to go attack this issue because they'll be experts in the sales process and maybe you're experts in the accounting side or the engineering side of it. So you need to put a team of people within your company that can really do this properly, okay? So you don't miss anything. And then once you've done the first pass, you go back through it again and say, how can we improve it? What's something internal that I can make a change right now that'll make a small change that'll make a big difference? Okay? Like a 10% change here might give us 50% improvement over here. Okay? So that's important. Now, okay. So now we're going to talk about a WBE and really what she called the 12-month journey that saved my business and changed her life, and it literally did. Okay? And you know, I feel responsible for that, actually. Okay? But anybody know Marge Dominy from Dominy Tool? They're a small manufacturing company. She's a WBE, and she's a real character. But let's talk about where her business was when I met her a couple of years ago. Some of her challenges, by the way, Dominy Tool's got about 20 employees. They're a small company. They do shipping. They do some light manufacturing company. They've been in business about 35 years. Marge's father started the company, and she took over about 20 years ago when she got out of high school.